Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Ron Bishop here again from Timaru, New Zealand. And I'm sitting in the home of Alasdair Urquhart in Tinwald. Now, I know Tinwald quite well because my family lived here for 10 years in the late 70s, late 60s, early 70s. And I'm talking to a man here, Mr. Urquhart. Now, when I think of Urquhart, I think of farmland. Why did I think of sheep stations and stuff like that? So let's see what he's got to say about that. Now, here's Alasdair Urquhart. Now, was I right, Alasdair, to say that you come from farming stock?
I certainly do. High country people is our background. My great-grandparents come here in 1873 and we've been tied up with the high country ever since, which has given us a lot of insight into dealing with government departments, etc. And we've had quite a bit of experience in that front. In latter years we've retired down country to we had a farm out at Drumore which we developed, and later years we've moved into Tinwald here. Sort of semi-retired. We operated a small helicopter company for a number of years, which I was the CEO and the chief pilot for that.
Were you with a deer recovery or something like that?
No, it was pretty much all tourist work.
Tourist work, oh yeah.
A bit of photography.
Right.
We did quite a bit of frost protection work and things like that.
Did you? Right, okay.
It was very interesting, and once again it's gave me a lot of experience with departments and things of how they think.
Okay. Now, have you been on the council before?
I haven't been on council before, but I've had quite a bit to do with the way they tick over the last 2 or 3 or 4 years with regards to the second urban bridge, which is an issue which I believe is a bridge that's being put in the wrong place and it should be stopped. It should also be paid for by NZTA. It's an NZTA problem, not a ratepayers problem. It's to aid the traffic through the town, and NZTA must pay for this.
Well, that's a pretty shaky bridge. I've been on there a few times and it's pretty shaky, isn't it?
I'm not saying we don't need a second bridge, but Chalmers Avenue, East Tinwald is not the place to put it.
Right.
It's not going to solve our transport needs of the future, and it's way too expensive just for it to be nice to have a bridge there. So
what do you suggest?
It's an NZTA problem. Lights in Tinwald is a must, which we will push to continue. That's on the agenda at the moment.
Okay.
A stepping stone in the interim, and then I believe it has to be, if there's a second bridge, it has to be either somewhere alongside where it is, or maybe look at a ring road or bypass.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. Any other issues you're interested in?
Council spending is a major issue. We're way overspent. It was quoted the other day by the CEO that we are, by the end of, or early 2015, we'll be 70 million in debt, which means that's over $4,500 per rateable property, and that's not acceptable. The commissioners will step in unless something's done about that.
Yes, there's a lot of things that council get involved with, which is not really what they was originally designed to do, do you think?
Absolutely, there is, and we're bending over to consultancy agencies telling us what to do rather than local input and local knowledge. It's just being ignored. The general public are being ignored, and it is almost, I guess I'd have to say, a type of dictatorship that's been happening.
Yes, yes. Okay, so you'd like to see some changes in that area?
Absolutely. We have to operate in a honest and open fashion, involve the people in the decision making. We also have to cut the spending on consultants. Nearly a quarter of our rates are going to consultancies.
Is that right?
Absolutely unproductive.
Yeah, right.
And that has to be sorted out. I'm only one voice, but I believe with change to the right candidates, this can be sorted out, and people in the future should have a good county to live in.
Okay, Alasdair, that's very good. Anything else you'd like to say before we close this off?
Probably not really. I'm just a down-to-earth, common sense sort of a guy that I believe that practical experience is very valuable. You need some theory, but practical experience is what we need. And we have to operate within our means. Sustainability is a word which jumps to the fore. The development of new developments. I was opposed to the new art gallery right from the word go. That should have went back to the people of the county when the sale of the original art gallery fell over, rather than boxing on it with it. It's going to be a burden on ratepayers for a long, long time. And secondly, the building isn't up to standard to be able to bring some of our top arts to it. It's too much, I'm told that there's too much maybe vibration from the railway line, etc., for some of these good arts. And that's disturbing when you're spending big money like that on a smallish community like Ashburton.
Yeah. Alasdair, thank you for your sharing your thoughts and your vision for Tinwald and Ashburton, and we wish you well in your bid to become a councillor on the Timaru District Council. The Ashburton District Council.
I think so. Yeah.
Thanks, Alasdair.
That's good.